Hi everyone, Avram Fried, flying kites in Jerusalem, the Sumerian Youth City, and a tour in the Tzurim Valley. This is Israeli Salad. Let's get started. Shalom and welcome to Israeli Salad. Last week we met the Yud Band. The Jewish music we heard then was, you could say, alternative, and might not be categorized as Jewish music by everyone. Today, we're with Avram Fried. Now, his music is more traditional, and he even had something to say about the style of music we heard last week.
Avram Fried, or Avram Shamsia Cohen Friedman, is no doubt one of the most popular Jewish music singers. As a child, his extraordinary vocal talent was immediately noticed, and he performed at various functions at a very young age.
I started, my first CD was in 1980. So 26 years, it's a good reason to celebrate. Baruch Hashem. I think myself personally, it hasn't been too much changes. I still try to do the same thing, bring good music, happy music, soulful music, but all with a Yiddish tam, with a Jewish flavor.
And the Jewish flavor is felt in every song and every melody. Fried is a Lubavitcher Chassid, and his music includes traditional Chabad nigunim, as well as songs of his own composition.
My translation of a Jewish sound is that it makes you feel Jewish. It gives you a good feeling to be Jewish. What gives you a feeling to believe in Hashem, to want to get closer to Hashem, to be connected with your soul, with your neshama. I think most other music today talks to the body, talks to the guf, and we need music that also touches the soul.
There are many musicians today who combine many non-Jewish musical influences and convey Jewish messages through their strongly influenced music. Fried's style can be considered traditional, while it also integrates many styles of popular music including pop, rock, and jazz, with Jewish lyrics and themes. But musical integration, he explains, should not take away the uniqueness of Jewish traditional music.
Today in the Jewish market, a lot of music, you turn on the radio, and the Jewish sound, you can't tell that it's a Jewish song. And that's sad. I think we have enough to sell on our own. And there's no need to sound like the Goyim and try to imitate them and sound like them. By the way, I've never heard them try to sound like us. So why should we try to imitate them?
Fried's performances are full of energy. The audience stands up and joins the singing and dancing.
That's a wonderful feeling when the singer comes out and he has the audience giving him energy. That's what a singer needs, and that's what he hopes for.
As we said, Avram Fried is extremely popular, but is he a star?
I don't think I'm a star. I think that's the fans who think of all these names, star, kochav. I think of myself as a shliach tzibur, and I try to bring music to the Jewish people, try to give them hope, inspiration, and so I'm just a messenger.
Bevias HaMoshiach Ani Ma'amin Oy bevias המושיע בפיאס המושיח אני מאמין.
Avram Fried. A contact details reminder, and we're off to fly a kite.
Please send your comments, ideas, and questions to the Israeli Salad email, yoni@israelnn.com, or leave a message on the Israeli Salad voicemail at international dialing code 972-3918-5554. That's 972-3918-5554.
Now for some of the summer activities that took place here in Israel during summer vacation. First, let's go fly a kite in the Israel Museum.
On the first day of the Hebrew month of Elul, if one looked at the skies over Jerusalem, he might have thought that some strange flock of birds had arrived. But actually, it's the 22nd Afifoniada, or Kite Festival, at the Israel Museum in Jerusalem.
We see many generations, children and adults, professional kite flyers and amateurs coming here from Israel and from around the world. It's set in the sculpture garden, which provides a unique background, together with the museum itself, for the creatively designed kites to fly. Some people design their own kites and some make them in workshops with special guides.
We made a kite at the workshop over there. We were the only adults there, but it wasn't against the rules. We had a blast.
Israel has been blessed with a lot of talent. You see all of the different designs here. Some of these kites participate in festivals all over the world. I'm really enjoying this.
I don't need to explain why. It's just fun.
We love it because it flies high and is very pretty.
At this year's Afifoniada, we meet the mother of Itai, who fell in the Second Lebanon War. Itai's family contacted the museum administration, and the flying of the kites now memorializes Itai.
There's something in Itai's personality. Freedom, to feel free as a bird. Itai was very creative. He was an artist.
Itai participated in several kite festivals here in the past as a kid and as a teenager. Last night when we heard that the family is coming with that kite, it was very emotional.
Although I'm speaking about the most difficult thing I've ever gone through, losing a child, but I'm continuing Itai's path.
We see that this kite festival, which seems like it's just fun and games, can make a strong impression on generations of parents and children.
On the ground, we meet many children. Many parents try to demonstrate, often unsuccessfully, how to fly a kite. So, how does one do it?
You see me succeeding? If you see me succeed, I'll tell you. If it wasn't just dumb luck... Hey, I have no idea what just happened.
What skills are necessary to be able to fly a kite?
This is my first time. I'll learn today.
You need to be lucky with the wind. We've tried, but we don't really have the skills. We have no experience.
You need to hold it high at first and release a lot of string and then really let it go when the wind comes. We're doing it. See over there?
So I said to myself, looks easy, so I also have to try to fly a kite. Well, I made a note to myself that before the next Afifoniada, I need to take a crash course in the basics of kite flying.
And now we're off to Ir HaNoar, the youth city. Now, this title sounds like the name of an event that would take place in a coastal city like Tel Aviv, in the discotheques and pubs. But here we're talking about an event that took place in the Shomron and was suitable for the religious crowd.
Towards the end of summer vacation, teens from the Shomron and from all over Israel celebrated for 2 days at the Youth City in Karnei Shomron. So what significance does this project have there specifically?
We have this Youth City event because we have, please God, a lot of kids here. We want to communicate to them that they are important to us, dear to us, the apples of our eyes. We love you. We want you to participate, and not just at protests, not just when there are struggles like at Gush Katif, Amona, and Chomesh. We don't just need you during the times that someone must take a beating at the intersections. We invest in your futures throughout the year. The purpose of this Youth City is to develop a young leadership, to develop the talents and abilities of each of these kids.
There were entertainers on stage, tour classes, booths selling food. We heard from some of the kids who were hanging around here for those 2 days.
The entire production was amazing. There were sales, concerts, movies. It was really, really fun.
What do you sell?
Breslov books by Rabbi Nachman of Breslov.
We barely slept tonight. The results speak for themselves. Over the past few days, we've met masses of teenagers, not just the ones who only want to show up and have a good time, but also those who came to help out. A lot of these kids took part in coordinating this event.
Youth City is not just what you see here, it's a wide range of activities, sports, music, and celebration, channeling the talents of each of these kids. There were Torah lessons given at all different times of the Youth City event, and then you also have all of the glitter. Karnei Shomron is a diverse city. We feel that we offered a plethora of activities which would make both religious and secular youths comfortable. This was a very big, very nice project. It can be a pilot project for other mixed communities.
The organizers and participants hope that the Youth City will return next year.
I hope it becomes a tradition. It all depends on the kids.
Like every week, today's program ends with a tiyul. This time, Kobi Finkler takes us to Emek Tzurim, the Tzurim Valley.
The view that looks out over Jerusalem's houses from Mount Scopus is magical. From atop the summit of Mount Scopus is not just a song, it's the true reality when one stands on Mount Scopus and looks out in all directions. We are looking out over the eastern part of Jerusalem. A new path descends from Mount Scopus towards the city of David, and from there to the newer western part of Jerusalem. The olive trees in the Tzurim Valley seem a bit out of place amongst Jerusalem's roads and towers that can be seen on the horizon, and the mounds of dirt that were moved here from the Temple Mount. 5 years ago, then Interior Minister Natan Sharansky signed an order which designated the Tzurim Valley as a national park. In Arabic, this place is called Asawane. Sawan is the Arabic word for flint, or tzur in Hebrew. This is the foot of Mount Scopus and the Mount of Olives. Large amounts of flint are found here because it does not protrude. The name of the place was simply translated from Arabic back into Hebrew. The Tzurim Valley is an essential segment of the Jerusalem Trail, which begins at the foot of Mount Scopus and connects via the Tzurim Valley to just beneath the walls of the Old City. It's an easy walk, smooth steps, not steep, and well marked. The boldest headline that a visitor will find these days for the archaeological digs in dirt that was removed from the Temple Mount. Here's a pile of medium-sized material. Simply the conveyor sorts out for us from all of the dirt. We're very happy when materials arrive here. This material is from the Temple Mount. These two piles were moved out here by the Antiquities Authority. Sifting through the debris is inspiring for this group of volunteers. Scenery, nature, and history converge here in the Tzurim Valley, facing Jerusalem.
Okay, that's all for this week. Join us again next time for another Israeli Salad. Until then, from all of us here at Arutz Sheva, Israel National News, Shalom.